Good morning, this is Ric Seaberg, and it is a lovely September day in Portlandia, and I decided to make a little video here because, well, maybe some of you know that I happen to be a professional hoseologist because I have my master's degree in hoseology. So I want to do a tutorial for those of you that might be in the dark on that subject, and perhaps some of you have seen a video or some photos of our lovely landscape at our home here at Madison Pond. And so let's get started. First of all, it's very important to have with your hoses one of these fantastic manifolds so that's attached to the hose bib, so that you can divert water to different parts of your yard using timers, drip irrigation system, and this particular diverter, or manifold as they're called, is has zinc parts as well as plastic. And I think I bought this one at Amazon online, and they're available elsewhere, and there are others too, but I would recommend to always buy the most expensive one that has metal parts as part of the construction, because they'll last longer. And be sure and take this inside in the wintertime, as well as any timers that you might have. Okay, so another thing I want to just mention for a moment is this is just a short section of regular hose. And most people need one or two of these in their yard to take care of the yard over the summertime. But in winter, they should always be put away because, well, for example, this one wasn't put away last year, and it's very stiff, and it's getting ready to break at any moment. But most people need one or two 50-footers of this. This happens to be a 16 because I need a 16-footer occasionally just to extend my reach a little. Okay, so one other thing I want to show you is this amazing tool here. This is called a Legacy Level Wind for hoses. This company, Legacy, makes a lot of different hose reels like this. It's a spring-loaded reel for a hose. And if you ever buy one, be sure that you get the one for the garden hose, which comes with a garden hose. But you can also get them for air hoses and such that have a similar unit, and they also make professional ones. Anyway, I love this thing. I think they're $200 or $300, but it actually works as a hose winder, and when you're done with your hose, you can, okay, it's pulled out now, it will actually just go back in via the springs, and when you pull it out and hear that click and stop immediately, it will stop. So if you're way out in the yard pulling the hose, if you can hear that click, and it will stop moving. Okay, so here is the level wind hose. I'm going to turn the water on, and we will go forth into the driveway. Is the hose part I wanted to show you. This is the nozzle for the hose, and I have the snap system here, so you can take off your sprayer. This doesn't have to be this type of sprayer, it can be any other kind of sprayer. You add this part to your sprayer, and then it just snaps in place even if the water's on. I have this turned off right now, but the water is on in the hose, so apparently it's not. I've got to go turn it back on. So yeah, so you can just snap it in and it'll be ready to go. Okay, I'll be right back. Got to run back to the hose bib. Now there's one very important part about using a hose that probably only someone with a master's degree in hoseology that would be me, would know, and that is how to assume the correct position for hosing off one's driveway. And this is how it goes. First, you hike up the jeans. Then you get down in a haunching position like this, and this is the position that hundreds of thousands of men have actually been able to master over time, and a few women. And this is how you do it. After you get down like this, you turn on the hose on full blast, and then it's a good time to do this is at halftime of football games. Maybe have a beer out here, a cup of coffee, and you can just spray off your driveway thusly, and people walk by, you go, yo, I'm hosing. Professional hoser. Okay, so that is my tutorial on hoseology. I thank you very much. You've been so kind. Goodbye. Da, 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 da.